Today, I'm hoping to give you some inspiration for some very easy and very inexpensive refresh projects for your kitchen. We moved here to Riverfront Ranch 8 years ago. This is our 9th summer that we're coming into, and we remodeled the kitchen then. And so it hasn't been touched in 9 years. I was just ready for a little facelift. Nothing major, nothing expensive, but something that would just give a different vibe in here. I knew I wouldn't be able to fit all of the projects into this one video, so stay tuned for another one. And if you haven't subscribed, would you consider that? Just hit the bell. It's a vote for my channel. It doesn't cost a thing. And if you do hit the notifications, then you'll know when my videos are uploaded. I am always on the lookout for vintage linens. And this has to be one of the most beautiful pieces I have ever seen. It is a table runner. It's got crocheted lace around the edge. It has very fine detailed crocheted lace as this border that's inset, and it's monogrammed. Let me find that. Here's the monogram that's embroidered on, absolutely beautiful. And I think this will look so pretty on my table. Next, I found this set of wooden plates. These are Threshold from Target. I did get them at Goodwill, so they were half of the original asking price at $6. And I think these will be really versatile. These are really stuck together. And now that I can see the tag, it was upside down. These are called appetizer plates, but I think they'll be really great for a lot of uses. Next, I found this copper tea kettle. It was only $4. I say only because copper is very much in, very French, and it can be expensive, but the lid was missing. So that's why it was only $4. It has this beautiful blue detail on the porcelain handle. And because it's not really usable as a tea kettle, I'm hoping to use it as a pot for a plant. Lastly, I'm going to show you my knob bin. Now, this has all kinds of things in it. In my Sacramento thrifting video, I got these little bird handles, and I think they're so cute. Again, I'm not sure what I'm going to use them for, but such a great price. I knew I could add them and have them available for future projects. I also have some porcelain knobs in here. I did a lot of furniture refinishing back in the day, and so I always kept a bunch of this stuff. I also have a set of 3 of these beautiful glass knobs, and I have a set of blue milk glass knobs. These are gorgeous. Now here's the thrifted item that I'm going to use for this project, this beautiful set of brass curtain rings. I took one off so I could show it to you. It's a ring, it spins around, and it has a spring-loaded clip. These are so beautiful. I don't even know how many are here, but the whole lot was 50 cents. So here are a few things I've been thinking about, at least for this first part of the kitchen. I would encourage you, if you are feeling overwhelmed, set a timer and see what you can do in 15 minutes. I did that the other day, and I was able to completely clear out everything that was up high that was greasy and dirty, and get my picture collection and the Crocs squeaky clean. I had been putting it off for weeks. And then one day I said, why am I not setting a timer? That is the trick. I'll just see what I can do in a few minutes. When we think we have to get everything done in a day or a weekend, often that holds us back. It causes us to procrastinate, and then nothing gets done. We will be drinking very little hot tea over the summer, so I can move my tea caddy. Also, I've been thinking for a long time about painting this black pipe. I think it would just refresh it and give it a new look with a little bit of French flair. I'm also planning on making some curtains for the bottom half of the window here. And lastly, I will swap out my fall winter dishes for my spring summer. I'm going to start by clearing all this off because I think I'm going to hit the pipes first with some spray paint. This was definitely the most intensive of all the projects in the kitchen. And I've been wanting to do this for a while, so I was excited to just set the date, set my timer, and do it. It took me 2 hours, but that was also with a couple of breaks, so it actually wasn't as time intensive as I thought, and I'm amazed at how long I kept putting this off. I did have to put drop cloths out because I was spray painting. I needed to make sure that none of the paint was going to drift onto surfaces. I opened my doors and I put the fans on because the paint was rather smelly. I handmade these little covers for the ceiling and taped them up so that I could protect the ceiling while I painted the attachment point. It was kind of a tie between these two on the right as far as how they looked with the brass. I thought I liked this middle one the best, but I had maybe a third of a can, and this one was more than half full. So I thought, well, I'll start with this one and then just touch up with the other. But once I put this on over the black, I thought it looked amazing. So this was all I used. It's day 2 and the pipes are done. I did a really light coat over the black, so it looks kind of antiqued, and I think it looks great. It's just nice to have something different. Now I'm gonna put everything back on the shelves, switch out my dishes. I almost wasn't gonna do anything today because I only have 20 minutes before I have to leave the house. But 20 minutes is a lot, so I'm going to set my timer and get going. These shelves were kind of an afterthought 8 years ago. We originally decided not to put any hanging cabinets here because I didn't want to block the light. But we did need a little bit more storage, and this open shelving allowed the light to come through. I'm not quite sure what I want to do with this, but it's such a great container. And my daughter suggested cookbooks, so I grabbed a few just to pop them in and see what I think. I was also wondering if I should take my towels out of this glass jar and put them in here. There's some books and dish towels. I'm gonna try some dishes in here. This is one of my favorite sets. It's Johnson Brothers and Windsor 1792. It just has the most beautiful scenes. Of course, blue and white transferware. Okay, here we have cookbooks with some of my dishes. Here I've added in my little picture of my scissors and some of my wooden utensils. We'll see what I decide on. I would love to know your thoughts. Do you have any other ideas? What could I put in this that would just be beautiful and really decorative, but also these are things that I can grab easily. This first cookbook is the Cordon Bleu cookbook, famous cooking school. From 1950. This belonged to my great-grandmother, and she wrote her name inside. And then, of course, Julia Child's Mastering the Art of French Cooking. This was my grandmother's on my other side. And let me see how old this one is. Well, the copyright is 1961, and my grandma wrote inside, "From David for Christmas 1966, which is the year I was born. Time to put away my favorite Johnson Brothers dishes and bring out all my blue and white transferware. I got those fall winter dishes all tucked away. My timer went off. I actually worked for 22 minutes and now I've got to dash out the door. Well, it's day 3 and I'm ready to sew curtains to go above the kitchen sink. I found this fabric at Hobby Lobby, and Hobby Lobby and Walmart are now my only choices now that Joann's has gone out. So finding fabric is a little tough. I do really like this cute calico, blue and white, but I was also looking at this beautiful linen green check on Amazon, and it's a really good price, just a little over $8 a yard. But I couldn't get that in time to film and get this project done. And this is very inexpensive, so I actually could make several different curtains and I could change them out whenever I want to. Because I'm using the clips that I thrifted, I basically need a rectangle. So I measured my height, I measured my width and I went 1.5 times so that I get a nice little ruffle in there. And I just have to fold twice, sew that down, and I will have a smooth rectangle that I could attach the clips to, and we should be good. If you don't know how to sew, I highly recommend finding someone that can teach you or taking a class. It's one of the best skills that I have learned and put to use in my home. Making these curtains was so easy. It's just straight lines, a little bit of ironing, and that's it. After I put up the curtains, I remembered that I wanted to have two so that I could split them and look out the middle. So I ran back up, cut it in half, and redid the hem. And I also realized that the table runner with that beautiful vintage lace would also make an amazing curtain. It's on the table right now, but I'm going to grab it and attach the curtain clips and put it up and see how it looks. I'm also going to run and get some soil and plant some ivy in here. You can put on curtain clips without measuring. Start by putting one on each end and one in the middle, and then continue to go in from there until they're evenly spaced. I love to put a few things up in the windowsill, not too much clutter though, but things that we use a lot. I do like to put plants up here too. Our friend Jordan gave us this fresh dill from her garden and it looks beautiful. I would love to know your thoughts. The blue and white floral, or the lace runner, or maybe your vote was for the sage green check. Often kitchen items without lids can make really great planters. I put some gravel from our driveway into the bottom of the kettle, and then I take a piece of window screen, cut it to size, and place it over the gravel. That gives a little bit better drainage since I did not want to poke holes in the bottom of this kettle. Fill with soil, and in this case, I just went out to the garden and found some ivy and dug it up, and it works perfect. You can also get cuttings from neighbors or friends for practically a free project. A little pea gravel sprinkled over the top helps keep the moisture in, and then it was time for rinsing and watering. I want to remind you that setting a timer and working for a short time can make such a difference. I didn't think I had any time this week to work on this project, and I was ready to shelf it to next week. But in the course of 3.5 days, I did a little bit every day. Some days as little as 5 minutes up to 20 minutes. And now the first half of this kitchen spring refresh is done. Thank you so much for joining me today on The Peaceful Home. It's always a pleasure to have you. I'm honored that you would watch my channel.